What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Untamed. Yeah, boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What podcast. Man, what? I just want to take all this time out to thank all of our new subscribers, all of our new fans, all that on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere that y'all listen. I'm fucking with it, baby. I love y'all, man. So to start this pod off, man, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Which one you want first? The good news or you want the bad news? Good news, bad news, good news, bad news. Okay, I'll give you the bad news first. So, Khalil Jamal has decided to leave the podcast, y'all. He has decided that he has bigger fish to fry than the Man What podcast. Now, this happened about a week ago. Yeah. So, I just take it as he put out his album with Jules. Y'all seen the last episode. He seemed pretty proud about the album. And I guess he just wants to focus on music right now. So, yeah. Y'all go ahead and get y'all sads out right now. I don't know if he's going to decide to come back. But that's where the good news comes in, right? Right? Because there is some good news about this. So the good news is I'm still going to be running a podcast. You feel me? I'm still going to be talking about topics. And I'm still going to be posting on this Man What page. You know what I'm saying? And bringing the good news to y'all and just turning up with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with y'all, man. I fuck with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of other things going on between me shooting music videos, going to work, doing music. But I'm going to always make time for y'all. Because I'm like an African, man. I got 15 jobs out here. You know what I'm saying? And I learned to balance out all of them. So I won't be leaving y'all. I'm going to still be giving y'all this good old content. You feel me? But seeing as my boy done left, we are going to be switching up the way the episodes are. I'm going to post a little bit more. And I'm going to be showing y'all videos. Not only are we going to be talking about topics, but I'm going to be showing y'all the videos that I'm actually talking about. That way we could just gauge. That way we could all laugh together and we could all watch it together. You feel me? So, with that being said, we got our first topic of the day, right? We're going to talk about Soulja Boy. Good old Soulja, right? So, basically, what's going on is Soulja Boy went to court the other day for a lawsuit. He's being sued by his former assistant, right? And she's basically claiming SA on your boy Soulja. She's basically saying that the time that she was there, he was making sexual advances to her. He was making it so basically she had to perform sexual acts on him to keep her job. You know what I'm saying? Which is wrong. Which is wrong by any standpoint. I don't care who you are or what you're doing. A lot of us, men and women, once we get in power, we just decide that people are just disposable, And what I will say is everybody is not going. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not going. And it is a sad case every time we see anything like this. So basically, the court ruled for the girl. And it's alleged that Soulja Boy owes $4 million. $4 million. I think he went up there on 3 different charges. The first charge, I think he was ordered to pay like $178,000. And if y'all actually watch the court case or y'all actually watch the video of Soulja Boy, he's visibly smiling for the first charge. The second charge he's found guilty of I believe he had to pay another 500,000 or something like that. Another couple of outrageous hundreds of thousands, and you could visibly see Soulja Boy's smirk go from so now he's regular. And on the third and final count, he was found guilty and ordered to pay altogether a sum of $4 million. And by that time, Soulja Boy was in shambles. Soulja Boy was sitting up there. He looked like a dog who just got hit, who lost a mama. He was visibly stressed. All right. When Soulja Boy did leave the courts, he posted a video, basically, where he was talking about the case, right? He was basically saying that he's innocent, right? And I'm going to play this video for y'all.
I want to make it clear that I'm innocent. This case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain. And I would not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accusers raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent.
So as y'all can see, after watching the video, you see that Soulja Boy is reading from his phone or his tablet, which leads me to believe Soulja Boy ain't write this. Come on, we all know that Soulja Boy has a 3rd grade reading level. 3rd grade. 2nd grade writing level, right? So we all know, listening to this, that he did not write it. He said a couple of big words that Soulja Boy just doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? He barely pronounced it right. So what this says to me, he's screaming innocent. He's screaming that he didn't do it. He's screaming that the justice system failed us, right? But this is the same guy who gets on Instagram and talks shit about everybody. You know what's crazy? He got on Instagram a few weeks ago, right? And he was laughing at Blueface because Soulja Boy's girl won, I think, $200,000 lawsuit against Blueface. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but when they were fighting, him and Soulja Boy, they were going back and forth, and Blueface was basically saying that he slept with Soulja Boy's baby mama. I know, crazy. He was saying that he slept with his baby mama. She denied the claims. Soulja Boy denied the claims. But the big thing about it was that she was actually in Blueface's first video of him that went viral. So it really put speculations to the fans that it really did happen, right? So basically, long story short, a few years later, I guess she sued Blueface and she won. I guess defamation of character or something like that. And Soulja Boy was online crying, laughing. He was having a ball. He was turned up. He was basically like, yeah, how you gonna pay that? You know, because we all know that Blueface is locked up. I think he still has a couple of more months in the LA County jail, kid. Right? So, you know, it's just funny. Don't let the internet fool you. Every dog has his day. And just because it isn't your day today, you never know when your day is the next day. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people love to get online and they love to clown other people and they love to, you know, just poke fun because you know about social media. Everybody gets on there to talk negative, to talk shit, to point fun at everybody, to make fun of everybody. But when the shoe was on the other foot and you're the actual person that everybody's talking shit about and just ganging up on, it doesn't feel good, right? So I feel like Soulja Boy's in that position now where he has to defend himself. And these are serious allegations. SA is never something to play with. So my heart goes out for the girl. Soulja Boy screaming that he's innocent. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all comment down below. Do you think Soulja Boy's innocent, or you think that he did all of this stuff? I'm gonna keep my opinion reserved. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it all. But Soulja Boy does seem a little distraught about the situation, as anybody else would be. You know what I'm saying? So, man, prayers to the girl. And you got a long road ahead of you, Soulja. I hope you stay down. You feel me? Next topic we talking about. YK Osiris gets his ass beat and goes on to say at least he got his back in. And he wants to fight DDG. Right? So let's break this down. Adin Ross, we all know that Adin Ross has started his own boxing league where he basically gets celebrities to fight each other. So, with that being said, YK Osiris was fighting on an undercard. Hold on. He was fighting on an undercard, and basically, long story short, YK got his ass whooped. After talking so much shit, the guy that he was fighting, I don't think a lot of us really know him. He may be big, like in the streaming world or something like that. His name even escapes me right now, right? But there is video of the fight, and that's what I want to show you guys right now. Check this shit out right here. So as you can see, YK visibly got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like during the fight, YK was winded. He wasn't really throwing good, solid jabs and punches. He was really just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing like windmill punch, like, you know, when you're fucking 12 years old and there's 10 bullies trying to fight you, and you just put your head down and just windmill it out. That's basically what Osiris was doing. He was windmilling away, right? And I think he windmilled a little bit too much, got winded. The guy that he was fighting looked a little bit more polished, looked like he practiced a little bit. I think that YK is really like, I don't think he's a fighter at all. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are lovers. Some of us aren't fighters. And you got to know your role. You got to know your lane, baby. You don't need to be fighting if you can't fight, right? So, it just didn't look like he was polished. YK didn't practice for this. He didn't practice for this. He doesn't practice boxing. And he got winded really quickly. It was 3 rounds, and it was ruled that he lost all 3 rounds. And I agree. Y'all go watch that fight. Comment down below who you think won, right? Before the fight, the guy was actually making fun of YK Osiris. You know, we all know YK Osiris is seemingly a one-hit wonder. He has one song that we all know. How I give you the world, baby girl. You just gotta be worth it. Before the fight, the guy that he was fighting actually had everybody in the crowd sing "Worth It" by YK Osiris, which it really made YK mad. You know, I think he's tired of being clowned. We seen him during the Drake era, where he was chilling with Drake, and we were all basically like, oh, even Drake made him sing the song. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he's just tired of the embarrassment. He's tired of the people playing on his top. What I will say is, you can't box for shit, YK, right? But as far as music goes, I think that YK has the capability to be able to produce good music. I just think that YK needs some writers. I check in from him time to time, just to make sure his mental health is right. And a lot of the newer songs that I hear, they just not it. And the reason why, you need a writer, bro. A lot of famous singers, some of the best singers in the world have writers and have a team behind them that helps them with their wordplay. And I think that that's one of the things that YK Osiris is missing. He needs another hit song that just, pushes his brand more. Which leads to why he's even in the fight to begin with. A lot of people are saying he just needed the money. He just needed the money. I don't know how much he won. I think he was on Instagram today, flexing a couple thousand, maybe like 50,000. So I don't know if that was the back end for the fight. I'm not sure how much he got paid, but a lot of people are saying the only reason that he's in this boxing is for the money. I mean, if you really want to be honest, it looked like the Jake Paul Tyson fight. He just looked out of there, winded, old, decrepit, and it's looking like a money grab. It's looking like a money grab. And I think that that's the only reason that DDG actually answered his phone call and told him this. If y'all go online right now, you can see DDG on Twitch answering YK's phone call. YK's basically saying, I want you, I want to fight you. And DDG's like, bro, in your heart, you cannot handle this. In your heart, you cannot fight me and win, right? But YK saying he could. And DDG basically told him, bro, if you need the money, just say that. And I think that's a telling thing. I think YK Osiris needs the money. I'm not saying he's broke in regular standards, because it'd be a lot of regular degular dudes trying to call these superstars and these entertainers broke. But in all actuality, they make more money than you. They may be broke to other entertainers, but a lot of them make more money than you. So we got to be careful who we calling a brokey out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, YK Osiris got his ass beat, mangled, ripped apart. Pause. I think it's time for you to put down the gloves, YK. Because at this point, you're doing it for the money, bro. And we don't care about that. Next topic. Adin Ross interviews Drake. And Adin actually asked Drake how much for the squabbles. Drake slipped up. He almost said, who do you want me to squabble? Then he realized it's only one guy we want him to squabble. Check this out. Check this video out, y'all. Hold on. Hold your horses, baby.
Would you ever get in there?
No.
How much? What's the bag to get you in there?
What's the bag?
Yeah.
Who do you want? Oh, I'm not even ask.
Eddie, we.
I was gonna say, who do you want me to fight?
Oh, I know who I want you to fight.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that. If we're fighting, we'll fight at Hino's gym or something like behind closed garage doors.
Yeah, you don't got it really. Would you? Oh, I've been listening to it. Yeah, of course.
Every time, every journey. Working on a new album right now. It's a
what?
Slap.
Already? Solo album?
Yeah. And then shout out to everybody that's been showing us love though, for real, on every song. Shout out to everybody that's coming to Wireless, man. We love you so much. We really do. We work hard. On. Okay, go back to the gambling. Sorry, it's so important. So important.
I've been listening to it. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it happened. Adin Ross asked Drake how much for the bag. Now we all know Adin Ross has a couple of $1 million. And he does, like I said, we were just talking about the DDD shit, and I mean the YK Osiris shit. He does have a couple of dollars. I'm sure he makes tens of millions off of these fights, because he's able to pay all the fighters good and well. But he does ask Drake, when you gonna squabble up? I think he was insinuating how much would it cost for him and Kendrick to get in the ring, which I don't think. Obviously, Drake said no. He's too big of a superstar to be fighting in a celebrity boxing match, because we all know if he loses, it's over. It's over. And Kendrick too. I don't think Kendrick would agree to squabble up for Adin Ross. I just don't think it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They're both two big superstars that don't have the time or the energy to be fucking fighting for Adin. And then on top of that, it kind of looks a little weird, especially in the Kanye era, where Kanye's talking a lot about the Jewish people and stuff like that. It would look a little weird if Drake and Kendrick fought for seemingly a Jew man. You know what I mean? Adin Ross is Jewish, so, you know, dancing for the white man is crazy, right? So yeah, who do you think would win in a fight between Drake and Kendrick Lamar? I got my money on Drake. What about you? A lot of people's gonna sit up here and act like Kendrick Lamar is not 5'2" or 5'3" or whatever. He's a short guy, right? You can just look and tell that Drake at least has 100 pounds on Kendrick, man. Come on, bro. Now, I know y'all want to post these videos of Kendrick doing pull-ups, working out, and all of this other type of stuff. And that's cool. That's cool. But do you actually think that in a fight with Drake, Kendrick would win? I had this argument the other day with some people, and they were basically saying that they think Kendrick will win because he works out. They were basically saying that they never seen Drake get into a fight. They're basically saying Drake's a bitch. And that's crazy, because I think that in an instance like this, if it really came down to it, Drake would squabble up. Drake would not let all of these mans talking down on his name. I don't think that Drake is going for any of that shit. I think that he would give Kendrick the beats if they got into the ring. I don't know. That's just me, though. What you think? You think Kendrick? Or you team Drizzy? Right? In that clip, we also seen Drake announce that he's working on a solo album. Now, this is coming off some Sexy Songs for You with him and Party Next Door, which was actually a legitimate album. I liked it. I like R&B Drake. I love when he gets in the the R&B bag. That's actually one of my favorite versions of Drizzy. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he does make heartfelt music, and a lot of times he says the things that are on a lot of our minds, but he's able to vocalize it in musical form. You know what I mean? Whether it be to the strippers, whether it be to the ex, whether it be a drunk call. You know what I mean? He's always able to capture that those emotions and convey it so eloquently. You know what I'm saying? And he does have a top 5 hit right now. Nokia. Is it Stacy? Is it is it what about the function? Come on, y'all heard that, right? I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't like Nokia. I kind of thought it was a bit cringe. Maybe Baby Girl. Maybe because like it kind of has like an old school 80s type of beat. You know what I mean? The whole feel of it is like old town shit. You know, and I think they added a little bit of Toronto flavor. So at first I didn't like it, but just as any other song that plays on the radio and plays on TikTok back to back to back to back. The first time I heard it, I was like, this garbage. Second time I heard it, Man, this shit garbage. The 15th time I heard it, I'm like, The 100th time I heard it, I'm, where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? You know what I mean? Y'all know how it goes with songs and advertising, right? So, getting into the Drake album, though. Do we want a Drake album? Do we want one? Like, let's sit here and be honest. Do we need a solo Drake album? What do you think? I think we do. I think that we do need a new Drake album. We need, I don't think he should really address the Kendrick thing unless it's like trolly. I don't think he should take this any serious, I don't think he should take it serious anymore as far as the whole beef. I think we do need a good rap album. Come on, it's Drake. Either way, whether he's fighting with the labels, whether he's fighting with Kendrick, we see the resilience in Drake, and we see that he's, no matter what, he's able to create good music. So I don't doubt the boy. I don't doubt Drake. I know that when he does come out with this solo album, there's going to be some slaps on there. But I'm asking y'all, do we need a new Drake album? And how soon? How soon do you think we need it? I was saying before he dropped the R&B stuff, I thought he took the good move to drop the R&B, to get off the rap side of things, let the Not Like Us record, like, chill out a bit. You know what I'm saying? Let it simmer out a bit before you decide to drop some raps. Because at the time, everybody was trolly, bro. All of y'all little pipsqueaks online was trolly. I was calling Drake trash. And y'all was basically just on the tip. Y'all was riding with no license. Y'all was finna get a ticket for how y'all was riding Kendrick. But I think that 6 months down the line, 7 months down the line, we see that Drake is still alive and well, and he's still producing great content, right? So I'm ready. I'm ready for a new Drake album. I think that he is capable of producing something phenomenal, you know, and this will just continue on his legacy. Like I said, he's still in the top 5 as far as the music goes. So we'll get into that. When Drake does drop, we will definitely get into that. You know, we'll be the first ones to rate it and let you know what's going on. So our next topic that we're getting into, Bhad Bhabie. I know. Let it sink in. Bhad Bhabie, you know, the Catch Me Outside girl. How about that? The one that got famous for disrespecting her mom online in front of the world. It's crazy that that's how she got famous. How you went on, what was it, Dr. Phil or something like that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. She went on one of these shows as a bad kid, a troubled adolescent, and she was so bad and disrespectful that we praised her for it. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad, but look what it ultimately led to, right? So Bhad Bhabie was on Cooking with Ari, or whatever that show is called. Basically, Ari Fletcher has a cooking show where she cooks with some celebrities. So it's like celebrity cook-off, or I guess they pick a dish that they want to cook, you know, and they cook it. So in this actual interview / cook-off, Bhad Bhabie admits to some crazy things. She has some heinous allegations, and they involve one of your favorite rappers. One of your favorite rappers, right? So I'm going to let this play, and you tell me what you think about it, guys. Hold on. All right. Check this video out, and you tell me what you think.
Oh, you used to date Sosa. What was that like? I'm asking because he's from Chicago.
I wouldn't call it, we wasn't like me and Levine. Like, I just used to go over there and hang out, get fucked, hang out. I'm a real ass bitch. Like, you know, that's what it is. I remember one time he was like, I can have any bitch over here, but I still call you over here. And I was like, oh, you been having every bitch over here? Like I said, I was like sick. No,
Yeah.
I took it personal because I was young. So I was like, oh, you been having bitches over here?
So you just be swapping them out?
Yeah. But I ain't saw my baby daddy out. It's been 2 years.
That's not a long time. Talking about swapping them out. This is around the time you start swapping, about the 2-year mark.
No, I swap after like a month. I'd be tired.
How long did y'all fuck around for?
4 years.
That's a long ass time. That was your man. You ex.
I got with somebody else and then left them for him.
For a little.
What a time we are in, guys. What a time we are in where we're looking past a lot of weirdo sexual activity in the music industry, right? Because when we first got introduced to Bhad Bhabie, like a year later when she was doing the little rapping stuff and she was trying to be a rapper or whatever, you know, when she was an industry plant type of teen, we seen her with Chief Keef. And at the time, she was only, what? She says it on here. She slipped up. She almost said that she was 16 when she was dealing with Chief Keef. Now, mind you, at the time, Chief Keef was what? 23? 24? It was a 7-year age difference, right? And we knew it was rumblings around the industry that she actually was sleeping with Chief Keef at the time, but none of us really bashed him about it because I guess the way that she came on the scene is like a troubled kid, like a whole, almost like a thotty, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that a lot of people in the industry excuse that bad just because she was a thought. We forgot one thing. She was underage, you know? And what I am saying is that a lot of us have to have better discernment when it comes to shit like this. Like, even, I don't think she should have been hanging around. I think she got rich. And they just started letting her in these places where she didn't need to be. I don't think she should have been around Chief Keef at 16, 17, 18. Just the way that she speaks now, she sounds like a thotty. She said that she switched him out every month. She was basically saying a lot of people have been around this, you know what. And I just don't think that that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Whether she had a troubled past or whatever, I just don't think that we should be bigging up her for being a thotty. We shouldn't be bigging up any woman for being a thought. I think that this culture is just bigging up a lot of women that are in like the city girl era, and a lot of women that are behaving like men and switching out dudes back left and right and getting a new dude every day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a crazy time that we live in. But it is crazy to see that at the same time that we thought it really did happen. You know, she was underage, and if she was having sex, which she said, she went over Chief Keef's house just to get fucked. But if you're 16, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So, bro, y'all gotta stop fucking with these old dudes, and y'all gotta stop messing with these young girls. You know what I'm saying? It's actually disgusting, right? So she actually goes on to tell Ari Fletcher that she has been fondled and touched on by her mom's ex-boyfriend and her former bodyguard. I don't know if y'all remember a few years ago when she first came out, she had that big, tall, black, buff bodyguard. And I think this is who she's talking about. Let me play this video.
But in life?
Twice. Oh. Well, I don't know how many times you want to count it, but I mean,
who's molesting you?
Well, I was molested by my mom's ex-boyfriend from 3 to 6, and then I was molested by my from 13 to 16.
Hold on.
And then I had 30-year-old boyfriends when I was 16, 17, 18.
Where's he still out living his life?
He's living his life. Too.
Is that used to be with you?
Mm-hmm.
He was molesting you?
Yeah.
Do you want to arrest him?
No.
What the fuck?
Living his best life.
Oh my God.
Working at a car dealership in Florida.
Did you tell somebody?
Yeah, I did.
They believe you?
They believe me. The feds did shit.
The who? The Fed?
Mm-hmm.
So did he go to jail?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You didn't press the issue?
Nobody ever goes to jail when it comes to me.
Why you think that?
I don't know. They just never do.
I don't know if y'all caught what she said. She said nobody ever gets in trouble when they do stuff to me. Wow. That's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad that she feels that way. I feel like when I look at Bhad Bhabie on this Ari Fletcher cooking interview, she's standing up there with a smile, but I think she has a lot of demons that plague her. You know, she said her mom's former boyfriend was doing stuff to her when she was underage. She said her bodyguard was doing stuff to her while she was underage, and I think that that's disgusting, man. I think that this industry is sick and heinous to let these type of things go on. You know what I mean? We should be protecting the children. We should be protecting just innocence. I think that nowadays we've lost that. And I think that the whole time the industry has been around, I think that once you get in there, there is no innocence. You're prey. You're prey for a lot of these predators. And let's be honest, these guys are predators. You know, she was able to get the first time it happened that she talked about, she was able to tell her mom, and her mom got rid of the guy, but he didn't go to jail. The second time it happened with her bodyguard, he didn't go to jail. Now we could sit here and say that she was promiscuous and you know, she was just being a little thotty. But we can't just sit here and blame her. At the time she was a kid, she's just doing what she sees online and what she sees other people doing. I don't think that she had the mental capacity to be able to make these decisions. You know what I'm saying? So for these grown men to take advantage of her and just you know, do these heinous things to her, I think that we really need to have a call to action. This is sad. This is sad that she feels that way and felt that way. And I don't think any woman should have to go through this type of shit, man. It's just, man, messed up to say the least. My heart goes out to Bhad Bhabie. And if you really just think about how she got rich, a lot of the people that were her fans are sick. The second this girl turned 18 and had an OnlyFans, she said she made $5 million the first month of having OnlyFans. That mean a lot of y'all were waiting to see her naked, bro. Just let that sink in. A lot of you men, because of course it was men, y'all waited for her to turn 18, and the day she turned 18, you subscribed to her OnlyFans? You guys are sick, bro. You're sick. This little white girl from wherever the hell she's from, y'all are infatuated. So don't sit here and try to act like you're holier than thou. You were one of the people. And it may not be you specifically, but I'm talking to men. Y'all were the ones specifically searching up Bhad Bhabie. And over the time she's had her OnlyFans, she's made $50 million. $50 million. So she doesn't need to rap anymore. She doesn't need to be a puppet no more. And I think that she's in a time in her life where she's rich. She doesn't need to act for the camera anymore. And this is why she's online just exposing the Chief Keef thing, the thing with her old boyfriend. She's even exposing Soulja Boy, which she said she didn't do nothing with, but Soulja Boy did stay her downstairs stinks. But she was basically saying that she never did anything with Soulja Boy. But my whole thing is, if she was 16 and underage, what was she doing at Soulja Boy's house? Why was she in all of these places? She should have been outlawed until 18 or 20 or whatever, you know. So, like I said, I do think that this shit is sick. My heart does go out for Bhad Bhabie. And, you know, I wish her the best, man. Last story, we're going to talk about Charleston White going in on the Island Boys and their baby mama actually coming in and confronting them. So check this video out right here.
And you talk about our child and you're going to get your ass beat, huh? Yeah, you talk about our child saying he's little.
Strong ass. Hey, get up. God damn. I thought that was Drewski walking by.
The baby's still ugly. I don't give a damn what she says. Yeah, it don't take away from what that baby look like. Just hopefully the baby grow up to be something better than what his daddy look like and behave much better.
If you didn't know, Adin Ross seems to be behind a lot of this shit, and which makes me go further with the Kanye shit about. Anyway, y'all seen last pod. Just go run that back. So Adin Ross had the Island Boys on there. They called in Charleston White, and Charleston White started making fun of one of the Island Boys' babies. They went back and forth, and basically Charleston White calls him ugly and the daddy slow, right? I guess Charleston White is doing a pop-up in a club, and the baby mama is there. I don't even know who she is. I don't think any of us really know who she is, but she popped up, and she grabs the mic, as you see in the video. And Charleston White is a class act. I give it to him. I got to clap it up for Charleston White, bro. I got to clap it up for him because he keeps the same energy no matter what. She took the mic. She had her little 15 minutes of fame. And what did he say at the end? Your baby's still ugly, and I hope he don't grow up to be nothing like the daddy. Hilarious. I don't think we should be making fun of kids and babies because they have nothing to do with this shit. But what I will say is Charleston White is fucking hilarious, bro. He is hilarious. And keep it up, man. Keep it up. We need Charleston White on the internet. Please protect Charleston White. He is one of the funniest trolls on the internet. And he always seems to bring out a laugh or two in me. So y'all let me know. Y'all think that she was right for confronting Charleston? And do you think that Charleston was right for talking about that baby? So I'm glad y'all rock with me for this long, man. I'm going to go ahead and end it out right now. You just finished watching another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what? It's your boy BP Untamed. I'm coming at you live just like every single time, man. I got more content coming for y'all. I got better structure for the podcast, and I just got more shit. You know what I'm saying? This is Gam's favorite podcast. She watches it every single day, every single episode, and I know you do too, and I appreciate y'all. Shout out TikTok, shout out Instagram, shout out Facebook, everywhere where you see the podcast, man. Just give us a little shout out. Y'all make sure y'all comment, like, and just subscribe to the channel, man. I'm trying to grow this shit a little big, you know what I mean? But it's coming to that time. I love y'all, man. Peace. I'm out.